Before the world saw Mike Tyson destroy opponents in seconds, there was one man who saw it all coming. A visionary, a philosopher, a father figure. His name was Cus D'Amato. Cus D'Amato was not born into greatness. He was born in 1908, in the Bronx, a place of poverty, danger, and survival. As a young boy, he was obsessed with boxing, but an accident damaged his left eye, ending his dream of becoming a professional fighter. Still, he refused to give up. He turned his passion into study, learning everything about movement, psychology, and human nature. In the 1930s, Cus opened a Gramercy gym in Manhattan. It wasn't a glamorous place, old walls, cracked floors, a ring made from sweat and hope. But for hundreds of poor kids, it was more than a gym. It was a second home. Cus gave them food, shelter, discipline, and most importantly, belief. He lived in the gym himself, often sleeping on a cot near the ring. He became more than a trainer. He became a teacher of life. Cus believed boxing was 80% mental and 20% physical. He used philosophy and psychology to build warriors. He often said, "The mind is your greatest weapon. If it's weak, the body will follow." He started to experiment, developing what would become his legendary fighting style, the Peekaboo. In this style, the gloves are held high to the cheeks, elbows close to the body. The fighter moves forward with constant head motion, looking for perfect counterattacks. Critics said it would never work. They called it unnatural, but Cus proved them wrong. His fighters became fast, aggressive, impossible to read. They didn't just fight, they calculated. One of his RST true students was Floyd Patterson. Floyd came to Cus as a shy teenager, full of dough. Cus molded him, both body and mind. He taught him to face fear, to control it. In 52, Patterson won Olympic gold. For years later, he became youngest heavyweight champion in history. Cus' system worked. Then came Jose Torres, another champion molded in the Catskill gym. Cus taught him that boxing was like chess, strategy over emotion. Both Patterson and Torres proved that Cus' approach wasn't luck. It was genius. But Cus' refusal to cooperate with the boxing mafia made him enemies. Promoters blacklisted him. Big fights were denied. For more than a decade, Cus trained in obscurity. He had great knowledge, but no outlet for it. Still, he waited. He believed the right fighter would see. That fighter arrived in the early 1980s. A social worker named Bobby Stewart brought a troubled 13-year-old boy from a juvenile detention center to meet Cus. The boy's name was Mike Tyson. He was angry, violent, lost. But in his eyes, Cus saw something else: hunger, pain, and potential. Cus took him and he became his legal guardian. He trained Mike every single day. Morning runs at 5 a.m. Hundreds of rounds on the bag. Shadow boxing in silence for hours. When Tyson wanted to quit, Cus told him, "You are a warrior, a champion. You just don't know it yet." Cus used hypnosis sessions with Tyson, repeating affirmations until they became his truth. "You are the best. You are unstoppable. You are the future." He didn't just train his body, he healed his mind. He taught him that fear was not an enemy, but an ally. Cus said, "The hero and the coward feel the same thing. The hero uses it. The coward lets it use him." Tyson once said that Cus was the first person who ever believed in him. He called him father. He said Cus taught him everything, not only how to fight, but how to think. Cus told him, "Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it." That became Tyson's mantra. By 1985, Cus D'Amato was an old man, sick with pneumonia, but he lived long enough to see his dream come true. Mike Tyson turning into a force of nature. Cus died in November that year. Mike was only 19. Less than a year later, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history, exactly as Cus predicted. When Tyson won, he cried, not for the title, but for the man who made it possible. Cuz it changed his life. He had Cha Ing boxing forever. Today, Cus D'Amato's influence reaches far beyond the ring. His teachings are studied by coaches, psychologists, and athletes across the world. His philosophy, to master fear, build discipline, and believe in yourself, lives on. Cus once said, "A boy comes to me with a spark of interest. I feed the spark, and it becomes a flame. I feed tea. He flame, and it becomes a fire. I feed the fire, and it becomes a roaring BL." Cus D'Amato didn't just create champions. He created men. He created legends.